The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Heidi Van Tassel. I mean, wow, what a treat.
Thank you so much.
What a treat to have you here finally.
Thank you.
We've been trying to get this on the books for so long.
Yeah, I've been really busy.
Having your people talk to my people, and
Yeah.
like, wow, we finally did it. So,
I love it.
how's it feel to be here?
It feels fantastical.
Like, scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, I look at you 12.
That's more than 10 even.
Yeah.
That's like 4 more than 10.
Yeah, minus 3.
Yes, it's 15 more than 10.
I'm like a math magician.
What a treat having you here, for
Thank
real.
you so much.
Do you think we can do the whole show in this voice, or
Oh,
what?
not.
Should we try?
I think people would fucking tune out.
I might even tune out.
Tune out.
Tune in, tune out, and be a bitch. All right, welcome.
There are
good
people
to
that
see
talk
you.
like that. You know what this music reminds me of?
Fucking awesome shit?
Yeah, have you seen Wednesday?
No, not yet.
Oh my god.
Not yet.
Fucking love it.
Does it remind you of the theme song or
Yeah,
what?
no, like just like the music in it. Like you should do music for movies. Just
I tried.
saying.
I tried.
You did?
Yep. I tried and actually got hired to do movie for a feature film. And my partner and I, it was funny. We met with the director and the producer to like talk about what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And like we know what score is. Like a score is usually there's kind of like repeating themes throughout a film.
Yeah.
And we're like, what are you looking for? And they're like, we don't want a traditional score. We like what you guys do. So just kind of do what you think is right. So we worked on it for a few weeks and we're doing really cool shit. And we're giving them stuff like to show them what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a call back. We did like a Zoom call with them and they're like, this is not score. Like in score, there's like a repeating theme. And like, we're worried that you guys are not the right people to be doing this.
I would have lost my shit.
And we're like, but we had a talk and like, we know that, but you specifically asked for us to kind of do our own thing. And like, guys, we're going to have to find somebody else for this. We just don't think you're ready to do this. And
Was it like a big film?
No, it's out. I mean, it came out.
And did you get paid for any of that?
No, we had a pretty good agreement in place on what we were going to be paid. I don't think we got anything for it. I don't think. But we wrote some cool shit. Some really cool shit.
I feel like I deal with those kinds of people every day.
Yeah, want to hear something that I wrote for?
Yeah.
I'll play you something. That was never used.
See, that's funny I said that because I could tell you have the
I appreciate it. Let me find something that we definitely wrote for that film. Was this?
So where I'm looking.
That's sort of one that we use. That's not my favorite one.
That's cool.
Thank you.
So did you have the film and then you?
Oh
would,
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Something I whipped up pretty quick.
That really blows that they were like, no, clearly you don't understand.
Oh, also, I'm not showing you the right stuff. Anyway, we did a lot of
Wow.
shit. I'm proud of it. I love it.
That first one you
And-
just showed me, were they like walking around town?
I'm not
Or
sure
just
that was for.
walking?
No, that one wasn't that.
Sounds like a walking or like,
We did a bunch of shit.
wow.
What's this one? This has a Nine Inch Nails feel to me. Those guitars.
Yeah.
It gets crazy.
Oh, that's really cool.
Hey, their loss. Fucking idiots.
Jesus.
So I would do more. I mean, I've had so many things. Like I wanted to be a director for a while, so I directed. I wrote and directed a short film.
Oh.
That's you can find on YouTube, but I don't want to send people there. I directed a bunch of music videos, but so I change up what I want to do all the time.
That's cool.
But now I want to be a professional podcaster. Yeah. Did you ever do any kind of scoring? Scoring.
We just had a film in Gummo. I mean, we just had a song in the film Gummo.
Hellfire Club did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Harmony Korine was a huge fan. He came to our show in New York once.
Is he a strange guy to be around? I would imagine, like in a good way, like
yeah,
eccentric.
he's quirky. Yeah. And the cool thing is that he was like, I don't know, it was cool. Oh, it was so cool back then when to be in that band at that time, even though I didn't care for the music all that much. But
you didn't care for your own music?
No, I didn't write anything.
Ever.
Did
you record? Were you on any? Okay,
yeah.
You were on stuff.
Yeah. But I never wrote anything.
Did one person write all the music?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Thomas, lead singer, and then guitar player. And then our keyboardist helped out the first two albums.
Okay.
But then he died in a car accident.
That sucks.
And then Typo Negative, they dedicated their second album to us and to Shane, the guy, or Dr. Love was his nickname.
Dr. Love.
Mm-hmm. And then our third album we covered Kiss, calling Dr.
Oh,
Love.
yeah.
Dr. Love. But what was my point?
Talking about scoring.
Harmony.
Oh, yeah, please.
So he came into the club and he was like, Sabrina, oh my God, I'm such a fan. And I was like, what?
Did you know who he was by seeing him, or did you know? Okay.
Yeah.
He's not one of those directors where everyone knows him by look, but you've seen some of his movies. What else did he do?
Kids.
That was him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He did Kids. He did.
He did Kids?
Right?
It wasn't that Clark guy, or what the fuck's his name?
Hold on. It's
who directed Kids? I think you're right.
Here's what I found from Wikipedia. Kids is a 1995 American coming-of-age drama film directed by Larry Clark and written by Harmony Korine.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That makes sense.
He also wrote. What did he do? Harmony wrote. He directed Gummo. He wrote Kids.
Yep.
I always get that mixed up. Oh wow, he just directed a Rihanna video. He's working for Christian Dior now and does all their shit.
Ooh.
Jesus, because he's like that guy. He's like, I don't know. He was a fan of your band. Blaine stuff.
Fan of your band.
Huge fan.
And did you write a song for the film?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
It's called DWSOB.
Which stands for
Devil Worshipping Son of a Bitch. And you can hear it in when they're sitting in the car, or there's a scene and there's here wait, Gummo. There's a see.
Oh, look at that.
Wait, where are we?
That's cool shit. Did you notice? Did your fan base go up when that came out at all? I mean, it wasn't a huge movie. It was a big underground movie, which makes sense.
In different ways, because I Hate God was on it. Bathory, Brujeria. I used to love them. Mortician. So a lot of like death metal people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool. Anyhow.
You came in here earlier, and there was a video that you wanted to watch. Can we play it? I haven't seen this yet. So what are we watching?
So it's a trend that's going on the horrible TikTok, which I took off my phone, then I put it back on because
how long was it off for?
Like a few days, because I saw this thing about China, and I mean it's pretty awful. They actually banned our version of TikTok that they created in China. So they're people over there, the kids and stuff, their TikTok is, oh, here's a math problem of the day, and this is how to redo your house, or like their DIYs and like.
Oh, they don't get the brain melting TikTok that we have.
No, and they did it intentionally, so our youth and all of us will sit for 3 hours and fucking dumb down.
Is that
intentionally?
Is that your opinion, or is that
did they say that? Thing I saw. China, of course, is not going to say it. I mean, they said like 1,400 people died when like 140,000 died of COVID. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they have it. So it's called something else over there, but they created it
to dumb us down.
Yes. I believe that 100,000%.
You know what? I don't totally disagree. I wouldn't put it past it.
So I took it off because they can tell what keyboard things you use, which they can tell on Facebook and like all that shit. Yep. That's why if you're oh my God, I talked about,
don't change subjects.
But it's the same sort of thing. Okay. I talked about Pepto-Bismol the other day, and all of a sudden every fucking and I'm like, this is crazy.
It happens all the time. Like you can't talk about anything within earshot of your phone.
Yeah,
it's always because it has to listen for SIRI. So it's always listening. So when you say that, so it has to listen for your commands.
Who else is listening though? It's crazy.
Everyone, the Chinese, the Russians.
China.
The Bidens.
China. Okay. So then my sister, she sent me this. And then, of course, I reinstated TikTok onto my phone because I'm obsessed with this. It's a trend that's going on.
Okay. Let's check it out. I know nothing about this.
Do you want me to say what it is?
I mean, will we pick it up by watching, or do you want to introduce it?
Okay. So this is a trend where people are walking into the room or just in the room, and they are saying... somebody died.
Oh, I saw this on Tommy Lee's thing yesterday.
Oh, really?
Did you see the Tommy Lee one? Oh, we gotta see that one.
Oh my God, it's so good. Okay,
let's check. This is fucking great. I'm into it.
Share dead at 81.
No. My share? Oh my God. Howard Stern dead at 68.
What? What? Zac Efron dead at 35.
Mom. What? Oprah Winfrey dead at 68.
No!
Oh my God, Neil Cavuto dead at age 64.
No!
Oh my God. Did you see John Travolta passed away?
No, don't say that to me. No.
Oh my God. Bon Jovi dead at 60.
Alexa, did Bon Jovi?
Pitbull dead at 41.
Who's Pickle?
Pitbull!
He died?
At 41. No fucking way.
Hey, go.
Keith Morrison dead at 75.
No!
What? Fucking great.
Oh my God, Manny Pacquiao dead at 54.
Shit!
Hugh Grant dead at 62.
Oh my God.
What?
John Bon Jovi dead at 60.
Fuck! Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh, please.
That was good acting.
Michael Jackson dead at 50.
Oh my God. So this is crazy. I have been doing this for years.
Really?
To friends, but never on camera. I do it to my wife all the time.
Oh, you should do it on camera.
I didn't notice the trend. I've been doing this for fucking years. This is so great. Fuck!
It's so good. Oh my God. I especially love the one with the Zac Efron. And it clearly was like a middle-aged woman like, no.
Oh my God, listen to shit. This is absolutely great. I love it. Oh
There's
my God,
some people that are
it.
mad about it, saying it's awful. Yeah, but, it's a joke about that, but it's hilarious.
So I do this. I've been doing this forever, and whenever someone gets upset, I'm like, "Well, aren't you relieved now that they're not dead? I kind of did you a favor. Now you have that feeling of relief and love that they're fine." That is so great.
So in my head, I'm trying to think of who I'm gonna say when I go home, like what celebrity.
Well, who do you? Let's talk about it.
Would.
Who is your sister's favorite? Like hunka bunka.
Jason Momoa.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Jason Momoa skiing accident.
Yeah.
Aspen.
Yeah.
Do it. Please do it.
Yeah,
please do it.
I will.
And what about your parents? Can your parents? I mean, your parents are, I don't know. If, you probably don't want to do it.
Older. Yeah, I don't want to.
Who would you do to your niece? Your nieces?
My oldest niece, probably Billie Eilish.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Billie Eilish eaten by raccoons.
But she's got cool taste. She likes like Led Zeppelin and stuff. But like, what am I?
One of the best ones in there is Michael Jackson, dead at 50. Yeah. Like he's been dead for what, 15 years or whatever it is.
What?
That's really great.
Keith
Thank you
Morrison,
for that. That's really good.
What was there a Tommy Lee one in there?
Oh yeah, I saw it earlier today or last night. I didn't know that it was a trend.
Oh, did they say Tommy Lee dead at?
Oh whatever? Yeah, and a woman freaks. It's on. Tommy posted it on his shits.
Oh, it's so good.
Let me find it.
I'm trying to think of who would get me.
All right. Oh, did he delete it? Oh no, here it is. Let's see here.
What? What happened?
Tommy Lee found dead at 60 on Christmas.
Shut up!
Shut up! Shut up! I'm way okay. It is cruel, but I am way into this trend. I'm into it. Oh my god, it's so funny. I could no joke. I could probably watch a 2-hour reel of that.
Me too. But how long ago? When did George Michael die? What year was that?
I don't know. Let's when did George Michael die?
2016.
George Michael died December 25th, 2016, at age 53.
Wait a minute.
In Goring-on-Thames.
The guy that sang Last Christmas died on Christmas?
You have no idea. So I was driving to.
How did I not put that together? I must have.
I was dating this guy who was an alcoholic.
Last Christmas, I was alive.
Aww.
The very next year.
And I was driving to the bar to meet this guy, and the news came on, and that song had just played, and then that news came on. Breaking news, George. I lost my shit. I got so drunk.
Are you a big George Michael fan?
Huge Wham and George Michael fan. Huge.
Taylor Hawkins would always say that George Michael was his favorite all-time singer.
Same.
His number one favorite. And people always be like, what? He goes, you got to listen. If you listen to what he could do and like the soul.
Great. And my boyfriend's friend, his cousin is Omi Jalili, and he's a comic over in England. He's been around for a while. And him and George were really good friends.
Who is it? Is that
Omi Jalili?
What a crazy name.
Famous. I think if you saw him, you'd recognize.
Omi Jalili.
Omi Jalili.
Is it African?
No, he's Iranian.
Okay.
And he was in that movie Casanova with Heath Ledger. He played like his sidekick guy. It's like a really good movie. But he was really good friends with George Michael. And after hearing stories about George, he really was a fucking good guy. Like,
I believe
gave and
I thought you were saying gay and gay.
No, gave to people.
Generous.
And, like, so generous and just really, like, would do anything for anyone.
That's nice to hear.
Really nice guy. So I was heartbroken.
Was he in his 50s or 60s?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say he's got to be in his 60s.
I bet he was.
Right?
I don't know. I feel like he was.
Hey, Siri. How old is George Michael? He was 53?
My guess is going to be 58. That's really young.
Fuck. I think he had a heart thing.
Well,
he was a little overweight. He had done a lot of drugs.
He was a big coke guy, I'm quite sure.
Weren't we all?
Never me. I've never done it. I've still never done it.
Maybe
we should do a Patreon episode where I do a bunch of coke.
Oh my god. I'm so glad I partied when I did.
Yeah, when you're young and your body can bounce back from things.
Well, when there's not fentanyl in every fucking thing now.
Do you what?
Somebody was saying on the news the other day, they're like, if you see kids that are selling like lemonade on the side of the street, like, don't get it. I always do. When I'm in Wisconsin, I always do. Even here, if I'm outside of the city,
yeah,
I always do.
Why wouldn't you?
Because they said there could be fentanyl in them. Because people are
conspiracy.
I have a tough time with this one.
I do too. I want to buy some Kool-Aid.
This is Keith Morrison talking to you about fentanyl lemonade.
It was a Wednesday. about she lit up the room. Have you heard that?
Had some of that cold yellow poison.
Have you heard that with
No.
that thing?
No.
I think it was a meme or whatever, but it says, or it was a comic. It was somebody who said, "I'm done lighting up the room," and someone was like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like,
finish it up, yeah.
And they're like, every time you watch 48 Hours, that person lit up the room when they walked in. I am not
dead.
lighting up any
Hell
fucking room.
no. You light up the room, you're a goner. You're an absolute goner. I saw that's hilarious. Can I take a second?
Yeah.
Right when you got here, there was went and checked our mail, and there was a package there from our listener Matt Erickson, who is one of our. He's so generous. He's
M-A-T-T-E.
Yes, and he's the one that sent Darren the Entenmann stuff, and just very cool shit. So do you remember I told you about my Uncle David, and I did a Patreon episode dedicated to my Uncle David who passed away. And I told a story on that about how he got me into like Guns N' Roses and Metallica and that kind of stuff. And in 1991, you probably remember they did a big tour together, the Guns and Metallica tour with Faith No More opening. And my uncle wanted to take me to the concert. I was 11 and it was really expensive, and he worked for the local paper, so he didn't have a lot of money. But he went. And he brought me back a T-shirt, like a concert T-shirt, which when I moved to LA, I still had it, and all of my stuff got sold at auction. You're right.
Sorry, I took a big gulp on accident.
All of my stuff at one point got sold at auction.
Oh, that's right.
So
your storage place.
I lost everything.
Fuck.
So I opened this fucking package from Matt. He got me the same fucking tour shirt. I mean, dude.
Aww.
He replaced
God,
my
I remember
tour
that
shirt
shirt.
with all the tour dates.
Wow.
So, my God, man, this one almost made me cry when I opened it. Matt, thank you so much.
Special guest. What's the thing on
Faith
the
No More.
bottom?
Faith No More. And that the Massachusetts show was what's 7? July 31st.
Yeah.
So, Matt, thank you so much for that. That is so awesome. Very thoughtful. And I will wear this happily. You guys are the best.
That's
we really
really
like
nice.
you guys are really the best. Got the size right. Cool. Well, thank you so much. That's for Matt. Yeah.
So I
wanna know your name.
So who's the original singer of Faith No More?
Oh Jesus. Oh God.
Chuck.
Is that it? Yeah.
Oh,
Should I look?
Fuck. Yeah.
Who's the original singer for Faith No More?
Courtney Love sang in Faith No More.
I don't know that that's true. What the fuck?
Fuck.
Gotta screenshot
Sorry.
that. Courtney Love sang in Faith No More? What are you talking about?
So let me look this up.
Oh, Matt. What the fuck? Matt Erickson just texted me.
What? Is he Is this live?
I'm gonna
Are we
call
live?
him. I'm gonna call him right now.
He probably saw that it was delivered, I bet.
Yeah.
Chuck Mosley.
That's it.
I have a story about him.
Hey. Dude. So, hold on one second. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you're actually on the air right now with Heidi and me.
Sweet.
I literally,
Hey, Heidi.
I like 30 seconds ago, we're recording right now. You're on the show. Say hello to everybody. Say hi to Matt. I just told everybody that you got me that shirt, and I told them I almost cried when I saw it. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, you're so welcome.
You're the kindest, man. I appreciate it. How did I explain on the show which shirt it was? How'd you know that was the one? I did.
Well, you said it was the Guns N' Roses Metallica shirt with that Faith No More opened.
Yeah, that's
in '92.
That's the exact shirt that my uncle got me, and I cannot thank you enough. I will wear it with pride.
Yeah. And I just, I made sure that there was actually a Boston date on it.
Oh yeah.
That it was the right one.
Thank you, dude.
Aww.
You're welcome.
You're very kind.
That's very nice of you.
You guys are great too.
Love you, buddy. I appreciate it very much.
Love you too.
We'll catch up soon.
All right.
All right. Later, buddy.
Bye, Matt.
Later.
Bye.
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 Oh, man. We got the best people. Our campaign to get you $1,000.
How's it going?
It's going the right direction. So we've added about 40 new people in the first day. Dang. We got to keep it going because we're still down by quite a bit. So if you don't know, I announced on the last show, I think so, maybe a couple shows ago, that when we get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we're giving Heidi I'm giving Heidi $1,000. I mean, come on, guys.
That's insane.
You deserve it, but you don't deserve it until we make the 1,000.
Okay.
Lisa Rafael.
I just saw.
Do you see her comment? Also, just give her $1,000. And I was like, no way. There's no free lunches in this world. So yeah, it's going the right direction. Let's see where we're at right now. Go ahead.
So Chuck Mosley from Faith No More. So I was working at a restaurant years ago in Cleveland when I lived there. This was a very fucking long time ago.
I don't know. I don't think I know you lived in Cleveland.
I moved there for my old boyfriend was Mark O'Shea.
That's
Marco
right.
was the original tour manager.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. So I moved there and I worked at this place. It was like a brewery restaurant place. And there was this cook who I saw and I was like, how do I know you? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, I feel like I know you too. And it was Chuck Mosley from Faith No More.
No shit.
He's originally from Cleveland. And he had kids. I think he had a kid or something. And he moved back. Or I'm not sure why they either like he left the band or whatever. I think he had a drug issue. But I just found out he died. I didn't know he died.
Oh, I think I knew that.
2017.
Yeah.
Or maybe I did. But
did he quit the band or did they kick him out or what happened?
Might have kicked him out.
Because of that?
Maybe. But we did a song together. We recorded this weird Christmas song. I just remembered that. And I went to his space. He had like a studio, like a big, huge studio, not like a studio apartment. And I sang on it. And I don't know, like, it never came. I mean, he was one of those people that.
Was it for like a solo, like a Chuck Mosley
he was doing
solo
something.
thing?
Yeah, but I just remembered that. Who knows where the fuck that went? I never got. I mean, I was young. That was like, I was like 24.
Can you think of another band where the second singer was so much better than the first? I mean, Chuck did cool stuff from Faith No More, but Mike Patton brought them to a whole new level.
Mike Patton. I've been in love with Mike Patton.
Good taste.
For many.
He's so awesome.
Years.
He rules.
Easy like Sunday morning.
The best song they ever wrote.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's a really good song. Second single.
That was a joke. They didn't write it.
Best.
But without me, you're only you.
Huh.
Some people would argue that Brian Johnson is better than Bon Scott, but I'm a Bon Scott guy.
I'm a Bon Scott guy.
And AC/DC.
Sure.
Alice in Chains, it's no question. I mean, the guy Will who does it now is amazing, but no one is Lane Staley. Wait, you know what? Am I crazy? Or wasn't Ozzy the second singer in Black Sabbath? Wasn't Ronnie James Dio the first singer?
Was he?
Am I crazy?
You're crazy.
I think I'm correct. Who was the first singer in Black Sabbath?
Former singers of Black Sabbath include Tony Martin, Ronnie James Dio, Ron Keel, Ray Gillen, Ozzy Osbourne, Ian Gillan, Glenn Hughes, David Donato, and Dave Walker.
What?
Yeah, I believe
they were before Ozzy, or when Ozzy was like solo or something.
If I'm wrong, I'm gonna sound really dumb, but I'm pretty positive that Ronnie James Dio was the first singer of Sabbath. British heavy metal band. We're an English rock band formed in Birmingham by guitarist Tony Iommi, drummer Bill Ward, bassist. Okay, and then Ozzy. Ozzy formed it, and then the band had multiple lineup changes following Osbourne's departure. Okay, so I am a little stupid.
Wait, I just realized the best band who their second singer is way better.
Give me. Is it a female singer or a male singer?
It's a male singer.
What decade?
This decade.
Oh, like of the 2020s or the 2010s?
2020s.
Did the band start this time, or did he take over then?
I don't know how long the band has been together. I'm just sort of new to them. They did one cover with the old guy, and then now a new cover of an Aussie song.
Oh, I know what you're doing now. Good one, Heidi. You're talking about Bad Wolves.
Bad Wolves!
Look at you. Have you become a fan?
Huge fan.
Yeah, they do cool shit.
They're so good.
They do cool shit.
Yeah. That's for you, Kyle.
Look at that. That's nice. She's referring to our last show, or a couple shows ago, we did a Patreon bonus episode with Mr. Kyle
Conkulator.
Conksucker, Kyle Conkeel. You can go to patreon.com/Reform Radio.
Awesome.
He's a great guy.
He reminds me of like guys that were in my band. Like I love that.
He's a very chill dude.
Yeah.
Who else has done Sammy Hagar? They almost had, you could say they almost had some of their biggest hits with Sammy Hagar and not
you think Sammy's better than
I
David
do not.
Roth? Oh.
But I will say that
bigger hits?
The For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge that had like Right Now and Pound Cake, those are pretty big songs. I mean, they weren't
I can't think of anything. My brain is like, it doesn't feel good right now in my brain.
Because it's a woman's brain? Or what?
Yeah, because ours doesn't work as well.
No.
You
know why?
We're not as smart. Did you see that what's-his-face just got arrested?
Oh, Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate. I didn't know he was up for like human trafficking.
Will you please explain who Andrew Tate is to people that may not know?
I don't really know who he is, but he was a UFC fighter, correct?
Yeah.
Very misogynistic. Some things he says I'm okay with like what we won't talk about it. But I just learned a bunch of shit he said.
He's a
fucking
moron.
awful guy. But I was okay with some of the stuff he said. I was like, oh no, that makes sense.
Because some of it's opinion, but like his ultra misogynist stuff is off the rails.
I had no clue.
Yeah,
I was very dumb about him. I had no idea.
But he had like allegedly had like female prisoners and was like moving people over state lines and shit.
So
I believe, yeah.
But you know that they found him in Romania
and
at his
how
house.
they found him is so great.
On a fucking pizza box.
Do you know why he was found?
Yeah, because he was sending pictures to Greta von Württemberg. Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
But her response,
so great.
fucking amazing.
He
said, hey, Greta, these are my 33. I have my 33 cars, and the emissions must be blah blah blah. Like
basically showing off how much he fucks up the planet with all of his cars.
And she wrote back,
"Find it and say it correctly, because I want to get it right."
Yeah. Wait, hold on, please. I just looked this up.
She is I can't think of another person who's been like so awesomely inspiring as a fucking teenager. You know what I mean? As far as like owning people and then leading a charge.
I think she's great, and I think that's awesome. But I also think that being that young and being like, fuck this, fuck that. I mean, she has Asperger's. I understand it, but okay.
Her brain is more advanced than a lot of people's.
Yeah. So he wrote, hello at Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a W16 8.03 or 0L quad turbo, whatever the fuck that means.
It's a huge engine.
My 2 Ferrari 812, whatever. This is just the start. Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions. And she wrote back, yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com.
That is the correct way to level somebody on social media.
So I was never, I mean, I understand what she was trying to do all along.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that, you know, all the places that she's flown to, we were talking about this the other day. Before all of this happened, we were talking about, I wonder how many times she's taken a private jet. So a lot of people who are like, rah, 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 and then you're like, wait a second. So anyhow,
I'm willing to bet she hasn't.
Now,
I bet she hasn't. I bet she hasn't.
I'd like to know though.
Yeah. I would almost bet a lot of money that she never has. She's taken planes. I mean, that's why she started taking boats and shit.
Right.
You know, like she has to speak somewhere in America, so she leaves a month early on a boat.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's extreme, but like I think she's actually putting her money where her mouth is. So good for her.
One time on Rodeo Drive.
It's Rodeo Drive?
Rodeo Drive, where we were there with people that were in town and they wanted to go, and we're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I hate that request.
Yeah. So we're there, and there's a huge, okay, I'm having trouble with words because I think I'm stressed out.
Okay.
But I couldn't think of the word fork the other day.
Whatever forks your boat. That was our last episode, or a couple of episodes ago. All we talked about was forks.
Fork. I couldn't think of the word fork. I asked for a straw. I asked for a spoon. I couldn't think of the word fork. Isn't that weird?
It's not weird. You had the illness that everybody's had. I've had it twice, and I swear to God, the first time I got it, I had the brain fog stuff, and it hasn't left me. I still have that. So
I forgot about that.
I still can't think of certain words. Yeah, there's some words I searched for a while, and incomplete thoughts, and I have ADHD anyway, but like losing my train of thought has happened more.
Yeah,
but yeah,
same.
simple things like fucking fork.
A straw. I was like, I would like a straw.
A 3-pronged straw, please, for my pasta. Yeah.
And they were like, and I was like, you know, the spoon thing. What? And I couldn't think of it, and it really got me. Like I was scared. Like,
no, it's frustrating. Like, and I think it's a result of that situation.
Oh,
maybe it could be.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And you're not at the age yet where your brain is going to start mushifying.
Knock on wood.
No, you're not. So anyway, Andrew Tate. Wait, is that his name?
Oh, Andrew Tate.
I just forgot his name for a second. Yeah.
Right?
So
yeah.
He did a response video to Greta's burn. Right. That's what got him caught. Where he talked more about his cars, I think. And in the video, there's a picture of him in a robe sitting in front of a pizza box that says Jerry's Pizza on it, and then some obviously European language underneath. And the FBI or whoever the Romanian government, whoever it was, figured out like, oh, this fucking guy's in Romania.
But so I'm confused. Was he wanted for human trafficking?
I
Was
believe
this
so.
news that people know about? That? Oh, I don't know much about him.
Maybe months
all.
ago. I think a few months ago, this kind of came out, and he's such a fucking douchebag.
I mean, could have happened to a better guy, I guess.
Do you ever watch the Your Mom's House podcast with Tom Segura and his wife Christina P?
Once in a while, yeah, I like them.
So they started playing his videos because of how stupid he is,
yeah.
And they ended up having him on the show as a guest.
Yeah,
and like they thought it was funny. They don't like what he says, but he was. I couldn't even watch the episode. He's just too much. He's like too.
I actually have never seen him speak. I've only read what he has said.
He has this accent that you can't place. It's like he's. I think
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
So is he from Romania?
No.
Why does he have a home there?
Because he's a billionaire.
Because he's a fucking human. Who wants to have a fucking home in Romania?
Have you been there? It's beautiful.
I'm sure it's
beautiful.
But like,
it's probably cheap, and you're away from
he's human trafficking. Because I was telling this in Taken the movie. There's a lot of, I think that's over there, like in Turkey and Romania. It's a huge place to traffic those humans.
Absolutely. Let's see. Where's the video at of him talking? Here's what he sounds like. He's such a dink.
Where's he from originally?
We'll have to look it up. Look it up while I play this.
Why influence is so important. This is why I'm saying here and adamantly stating that they're going to try and kill me if they're not already thinking about it already, because I know how influential I am. And influence is everything. The reason there is a war right now in regions of Ukraine is so that somebody gets to be in charge and influence the population. He gets to influence how they think. He gets to influence the language they speak, influence the currency they use. Influence. There are machines of war and destruction.
Oh, he's such a fucking dork. Wait, is he saying he was released already? No.
Probably.
Come on.
Let's see. American British. Oh, he's a kickboxer.
Yeah.
It's funny. There's no birth date for him, just where he was born, so they don't know how old he is. 6'3". Jesus Christ.
He's such a tool.
Oh, he fights out of England, Bucharest, and Romania.
Bucharest is Romania, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Bucharest, Romania.
Yeah.
It was the way it was worded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Early life. Was born in Washington, D.C. His African-American father, Emery Tate, was a chess international master. So he's a fucking smart guy. I mean, he sounds smart.
No, he's very well spoken, but he just speaks nonsense.
This is really funny. I was gonna say he sounds like he's from the Midwest. He grew up in Chicago. Before they went to Indiana, so very like Midwestern.
You heard Midwest in the way he spoke?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Good ear.
After his parents' divorce, he moved with his mother and father to England, where he was raised as a Christian, his mother's hometown of Luton. He learned to play chess at the age of 5 and competed in adult tournaments as a fucking child. Damn. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff I forget, some of the stuff that I've agreed with that he said, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. By now, we've covered it. We've been well covered.
But I had no clue about the other stuff, about the woman stuff. How he said I read something today that he said that women. What did he say? Something about like our brains don't we're not as smart. We don't work as work as well.
He truly believes that, and he had a thing of my woman will make me 2 cups of coffee when I wake up in the morning because I don't want just one. You fucking bring me 2, or you're gonna have a bad day. That kind of shit. He's an absolute fucking loser.
You know what's funny though? This stage in my life, if I could just be comfortable money wise and take care of my family, I'd make 3 cups of coffee for Andrew Tate and just be like, bye, see ya.
Oh God.
Put some earplugs in my ear and be like, all right, just as long as my parents can have a cushy, a nice, where they don't have to work.
But you'd have to fuck a guy like that too. I mean, he's good looking. I guess
he's not that bad. Is he good looking?
He's fine looking. He's got a nice build. He's tall.
I mean, that doesn't. But he's an asshole, so that might not.
But would you bang someone who says shit like that to make sure your parents have a good life?
Oh, he's gross looking. No, I'm good.
No.
Forget it.
Really? You take off the board?
Maybe I'd be his assistant.
So much different.
Imagine?
You went from being in a relationship, giving him coffee and fucking him to just being his assistant.
I'll just make his coffee.
Yeah, he's such a dork.
Yeah, he's a dick. But the stuff he said about, and then it created this conversation where someone said, well, if women dress like that, women, a girl who's walking down the street who's wearing Daisy Dukes with their butt hanging out and no bra on, they have big boobs and their tops open, they have heels, walking down the street, they're garnet, they want attention. I was like, well, of course they do. And so when they get attention, women like that, women who are wearing that, shouldn't get so angry when someone's like, woo, hey girl, you look good, because they're dressed that's extreme. But that doesn't mean that they can be harassed, doesn't mean that they should be attacked, anything like that. So it was me and these 2 people at work were talking about that. I forget how it started. And I was like, I just think that, we as women, that's confidence. And you can wear whatever the fuck you want to wear, as men can wear. But as a girl, if you do wear that and your boobs are gigantic or your butt's hanging out of your, you walked out of the house like that. Mm-hmm. So if some guy rolls down his windows hey baby, and just keeps going, not pull over and But you shouldn't be like, God damn it, don't fucking yell at me.
So what when women dress up like that, you feel confident, you feel good. Are you looking for just like noticing that guys are looking at you, or do you want some compliments? You personally, and then if you do want to speak for women, what do you think women actually want? I don't think you want the hollering. You don't want to be followed, right?
Oh, right. That's like, but you have to know that there's some sickos out there.
Sure.
So like, don't be shocked if some guy's like, oh my God, can I get your number? And like drooling all over the place. But why get dressed up like that? Like, I mean, you want, like, you like the attention, you know, and
that's
you
what I mean.
feel like you look good.
Do you like catching a catching a guy looking at you?
Yeah,
is that what you like?
You want guys to look at you. Want girls to look. You want girls to be like, oh my God, look at that girl. Like, you know, because us girls, I look at girls sometimes and I'm like, oh wow, she's beautiful. I need to get my eyebrows done. You know what I mean? Like, you take something off that woman to, like, you're like, oh, I need to. Oh yeah, I like the way her hair looks like that, or oh, I'm gonna get that shirt.
You seem like you have a healthy approach to it, where you're not like jealous or angry at girls for being hot.
Not at all.
Good.
I think that's great that they're hot. Like,
yeah, good for them.
And I especially like the women who have a little bit of weight on them. I have weight on me. I'm curvy, but like, and they are dressing to the nines and confident, and I wish I had that confidence. And just they're like, so that's what I mean by like a woman who dresses like that, not the curvy, but like just any woman who gets dressed up with their ass hanging out and their fucking
confidence is sexy in anybody, right?
Yeah, it's sexy. Yeah. But we were talking about, there was a girl that was complaining that she got catcalled, which is not the best. Like in Chicago, I remember I'd walk to the bus stop. I could be wearing fucking a burqa, and the guys would be like, "Ooh, mama." Ooh, doo, 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 doo. They'd make these noises, you know, like dunk. I'm like, what the hell? Am I like in Africa?
Like clicking?
What's clicking? Yeah. Like in Africa, they have that like the language. I'm like, what do you? Like, that's not sexy to me. What do you think? I'm gonna stop and be like, hey, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't bother me. But if I was wearing shorts and a little top, and I would, I mean, there's gonna be some guys are gonna be like, whoo, or a honk, you know.
I have a controversial opinion I would like to run by you.
Go for it.
First, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on someone who is like well overweight, like probably obese, being on the cover of the Sports Illustrated issue?
Well, I think that it's unhealthy.
Yes. I mean,
the person,
her lifestyle.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
And I don't know. I mean, like, whatever floats your boat, but I feel like they shouldn't be celebrating people that are like really unhealthy.
This is, I think we completely agree on something.
We agree on something.
Holy shit.
What?
Holy
shit. Because you've got early onset diabetes. You have probably heart issues. You have high blood pressure, hypertension. You have all the shit.
That being said,
yeah,
there are people who are quite overweight who are healthy. There are exceptions to every rule where you can have 100 extra pounds and there's nothing wrong with your blood. Nothing that does happen.
It does,
but
rarely.
Let's generalize.
Yeah,
where if you're obese, you're making unhealthy decisions.
Yes,
and I have this feeling of like, if you are like that and you're confident in your body, I love that. If you feel good,
that's amazing.
Going out, that's wonderful.
Yep.
But as society, like you said, celebrating and lifting people up for making bad decisions or unhealthy decisions.
Yeah.
And for like the swimsuit issue.
But it's the same thing as being too skinny too.
Of course, also unhealthy.
Yes.
I get all that.
Yeah.
But historically, like fashion shows or the swimsuit issue, you want to see people who have unattainable attributes, whether it's men or women. Like the reason that it's interesting is like, this person is not from Earth. Like when you see a chiseled dude or a woman with a body or a face, you're just like, well, you made in a lab. How did you get
Right.
Like your full-time job is just being good looking. That's what you want to see in those kind of magazines. And people will argue like my wife Darren will argue all the time that like it's a social construct that you're taught what beauty is, and like there's some truth to that. And you know, overweight is part of like where you live and poverty and there's racism, and that's all true.
Right.
But when it comes to like this base level stuff, celebrating and saying like, oh my God, you're so brave. You're so brave for being on the cover of Sports Illustrated, for eating like shit and not doing anything about your own health. You're so brave. Yeah. I disagree with that part. I think it's strange. But again, confidence, awesome, good for you.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't be considered a supermodel.
Right. Because then young people are looking at that going, oh, I'm going to fucking go to McDonald's 5 times. Who fucking cares? I can be on the cover of Sports. I'm not saying that you have to be skinny, but you have to be healthy and live long, and skinny people die all the time too. I'm not saying that, but
of
I'm
course.
just saying I'd love to see people who are more like an average fucking weight.
Yes.
Like an average weight.
That's what
like
I mean.
A realistic fucking size 10. Most girls are size 8 or size 10, I think it is, or 12. Something like that.
But even those people shouldn't be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Or maybe they could. I'm more attracted to that. But when you think of like supermodels, it should be like, how are you like that? How did you get to that point?
I don't know if I agree with that part.
Okay. But then also, like, I also understand the damage from only like celebrating the unattainable beauty is the pressure it puts on kids.
Yeah.
Mostly girls, because like
of course,
you know, men can get away with a lot more for doing a lot less for themselves.
Yeah. But
women do have this pressure to be thin and dainty and like demure and quiet, and you know that is also very unhealthy, which I also acknowledge.
Yeah. Well, I think I have body dysmorphia because in the 90s, that look at this supermodels and the George Michael video and Freedom, which is the best video ever.
Which song is that?
Freedom.
Oh,
I won't let you down.
Okay. Whoa, getting into it.
Gonna have some faith in the sound. It's a one good thing that I got. And like Cindy Crawford and what's her face is crawling on the floor. Oh,
Cindy
those
Crawford
were
is
the
stunning.
supermodels.
She still looks great.
She's in the Dude, where's my Pepsi? Pepsi, where's my
cool.
plane? Have you seen that?
Not yet.
No?
I want to.
But like that sort of like that was body dysmorphia because that's like the heroin chic days too, and like Kate Moss and all those people, and which I just saw this article, this video. They're talking about the Kardashians and how they celebrated their fucking curves. They got butt implants. They got all this shit done. Their boobs done, everything done. And it was kind of celebrated, which that's great. I don't care where you got your butt from, but I kind of like that because it was everybody's showing off your curves. I've had curves since I was in the fucking 6th grade. Now they're doing this diabetic drug, the Ozempic, and it's called not Wagyu, but it's like Wagyu or Way something, and it's a shot you give yourself 4 times a month. You could probably, you usually like puke from it because I looked into it because I wouldn't mind doing that. And
puking?
No, just like doing that,
okay,
to lose some weight. But that's what they're doing now. Now it's like this heroin chic is back. They said. Like, no, it's not. Please, like,
and that's not good or healthy. No. And I also don't want to celebrate people who have their looks due to surgeries.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
That's unattainable. And these young girls are like, there's no way you can do it.
How come you don't do just straight up exercise? Like, do you run ever?
Me, I hate to run. No, I exercise.
Oh, you do? Okay, good. Okay, good. Because I didn't. It sounded like you just like you wanted to just take something that does it for you.
No, but at a certain age, my doctor, I just went to the doctor at Cedars, so she's a great doctor. She said at a certain age, cardio does not work.
Okay.
For women of a certain age, and I am that certain age.
How do you?
It's lifting weights.
That loses weight because the muscle eats fat or burns fat.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you doing any kind of weight stuff?
No, I'm gonna. She said I need to get a trainer that works with women of my age.
Oh.
And I was like,
so
really?
A geriatric trainer?
So, do you work with people that work with people with your face?
This is Juan. I found him at AARP. He's been assigned to my case.
Oh my God. I was like, what? She goes,
Brutal.
yeah, they're trainers that work with women in their 40s. And I was like, oh.
What I wouldn't pay to see you in one of those pools with old ladies doing like old lady acrobatics or old lady gymnastics in the water.
They probably like run a fucking... Oh, speaking of geriatric, on my way here, not here, but before my massage thing, I went off the 101 and there was a older black gentleman with a vet hat, and he's older, I would say like 70s.
Okay.
Standing there looking so nice and neat with a sign that said, I'm a U.S. vet. I'm homeless and I want some food or whatever. And I never have cash, ever, just because I just don't have cash.
Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, you'll have
I'm
some
going to have
cash.
$1,000. And I had $5 in my purse. And I was like, and I rolled down the window and I gave him my $5. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think like, oh, I really need that for like a cup of coffee. Fuck that. And I go, here. And he's like, oh, God bless you. And I had a little tear in my eye. I'm like,
I know the guy you're talking about.
You do?
Yeah, and he's not a vet. It's fake. He's a fucking liar, and everyone in town knows it.
Are you
got
being
duped.
serious?
No, I'm joking.
Oh my God. No, this guy you could see it in his
I always wonder the vet
eye.
guys, like, because everyone says you're a vet. I'm like, dude, you're 21. You're not a vet.
No, this guy was
you're 17.
70, and I told him, I'm like, it's starting to rain. He's like, I got an umbrella. He's like, God bless you. And I'm like, thanks. And I'm like, can I ask what you served him? And he's like, nah, man. And he told me the platoon or whatever,
yeah.
like the platoon, the thing he was in. I was like, okay, yeah, okay,
Cool.
he knows his shit.
Yep.
And
That's
he was
nice.
like he seemed okay. Like he was like, had his little backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sweet little man. Do you get his name?
no, but look at how we look at him. I won't talk about it, but look at what we do to the people who serve our country. Anyhow, I felt really bad. I started to cry.
I'm not gonna talk about it. It's
He
not
was
my
really
business to
sweet.
share.
But I can't believe I never do that anymore. Not that I don't give anymore to homeless people.
You have a cold heart.
I just have a radar of who I pick and choose. Like, does he look like he's gonna fucking attack me? No.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you need to get one of those fishing rods where you can like keep it at a distance, kind of throw the money at them.
have you seen that guy on Santa Monica?
No.
Oh my God. When I see him again, I'll take a video. There's a guy on Santa Monica in Highland who he's a homeless guy, and he has a fishing rod with a bucket in front of it, and he goes around to the car windows.
Wow, that's amazing. There's a homeless guy in this neighborhood, and I do my nightly walks. I swear to God, he has teleporting abilities, because like I'll walk past him, and then 20 minutes later, he's at the place I walked to. And this happens like...
What?
This has happened more than once where like I pass him, he stays put, and when I walk for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is, I pass him again.
You sure it's the same guy?
100%, yeah.
Take a video.
I'll show you. I have a picture of him right here.
Maybe he doesn't...
Because I have a friend of mine in the neighborhood who noticed the same thing. So I took a picture of him the other day.
Magic. You can do magic.
So he has the same leather jacket and dreadlocks. I see him all the time.
Wow.
And I think he has teleporting capabilities.
Wow.
Yep.
I also saw a woman shooting up by a trash can today going downtown.
Very cool.
That was fun.
Very cool. She's probably taking insulin. Probably has diabetes.
Probably. I should have asked her for some to get skinny. You know what I'm saying?
That's the move.
Yep.
It's actually, to be honest with you, I'm kind of ashamed to know you. Like, you shouldn't assume that she's a junkie. She could just have diabetes.
Oh,
so,
she was next to a guy who had taken out all of his clothes out of a bag and was putting them on the sidewalk, and
yeah, he was probably a volunteer. No, he's a volunteer at a pet shelter. He probably got fleas from the shelter he volunteers at.
Yeah.
We can assume that.
Oh, I'm an asshole.
We got to go in a minute, but I want to play one more video that you brought. And it's so funny that you brought this in, because last night I was on one of my walks and I came face to face with the biggest raccoon I've ever seen in my life.
So
this
crazy.
thing was fucking enormous. and it was like the size and width of like an actual bulldog, which is like not a pit bull, like a bulldog,
Right.
like a you know how they're kind of fat
Yeah, they're
and
like
long,
stocky.
This thing was huge, and it was crossing the street as I was walking down the street, and it crossed from my right, and I startled it, and he stopped about 20 feet from me, and just stared at me. And usually, what I'll do in those situations is I'll move quickly, or rustle my feet, or stomp, or make a sound, and they usually scurry away.
Yeah.
This fucker kept looking me dead in the eyes, and he wasn't flinching. He didn't care what I was doing.
Damn.
And I was scared because as a kid, I was chased by a rabid raccoon, which reminds me of what we're going to see. So I was in elementary school, and I walked out my front door, which is like a porch, down in the driveway to go to the bus, wait for the bus, and out from under my mom's car came a mangy, disgusting-looking raccoon. And usually if a raccoon approaches you in the daytime, it's sick. It has rabies.
Yeah.
And he started doing this thing at me, and he charged me. And I was a kid, and I couldn't get back in my house. So I'm running full sprints around the perimeter of my house, screaming for my mom to open the door, open the door. And she kept trying to time it because this thing was hot on my tail and making this noise behind me, trying to get me.
Oh my
and
God.
My mom opened the door, and I dove in like Indiana Jones, and she slammed the door. I didn't go to school that day because I was too scared. So my stepdad came home from work, and he called the police station and said, there's a rabid raccoon in our yard. He's like terrorizing my family. I want to shoot it. Can I shoot it? And the cops are like, well, legally, no, you cannot fire a gun in the town. But, you know, I'll tell you that if we hear something, we probably will not come and investigate it. But please do not fire a weapon in a residential neighborhood. But basically, go ahead and do it.
Wow.
So he shot the raccoon. And this raccoon last night had the same look, the same kind of, it was nighttime, but I think I just startled him, so he freaked me out.
Yeah.
So I decided just to walk right towards him and just see, hopefully it would freak him out, and it did, and he walked away. So I did,
Wow.
But he could have killed me. But this video...
I was chased by a little person once, and I've always had a fear.
Stop it.
An irrational fear of little people. I don't anymore. It's gotten a lot better.
I have another thing to play for you. Okay. Should we do the raccoon one or little person video first? Raccoon one.
Raccoon.
Okay.
Yeah, because we just talked about it.
So you brought this today.
Yeah, my sister sent it because
this is if you're only listening to this, it's a little girl standing on at a front door.
Looks like she just came back from school.
Yeah. And here we go. The raccoon is latched onto her ankle, and she's kicking.
Oh my God.
Mom comes out, grabs it by its scruff. This raccoon is trying to chew Mom up, and she's holding it by the scruff. That's the coon sound. And then she the mom whips this thing into the yard. It does like 4 or 5 full flips and lands and is like,
wow.
This coon is very disoriented, doesn't know what to do, and he got chucked. He got sent for a ride.
Do you see his little face, his little hand?
When he's like he started it though. It's his fault.
Aww.
So funny.
Oh my God.
That's a good mom though. That's real mom points.
When I lived in Simi Valley, we had moved into this house, and I guess the people before that lived there, they fed this family of raccoons. One night, it was like a summer night, but it wasn't that hot out. We had the window open. Was there a screen on it? I'm trying to think. There was a screen on it, and all of a sudden we hear this it was like somebody like, and the dogs were going crazy. They're like, and it was a family of fucking raccoons trying to get in the house.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Because they wanted to eat or kill us. I'm not sure, but they were like the mom and dad were fucking huge.
But the babies,
oh, they're so cute.
Are the
they're
fucking
little burglars.
cutest. Yeah,
they're like little cat burglars.
I wish that raccoons were good pets.
I know they're. I really
wish because they're very very
and their
very
little
cute.
Fingers.
Because actually, like, they have dexterity.
Yeah, there was a woman, and then just one more raccoon story. There was when I first moved here, we lived on Kingsley and Franklin, and we lived on the top floor, and there was a girl that lived alone with her. She had like 2 cats down on the bottom, like a garden apartment. So her kitchen window opened up onto where we would walk by, and at night. Here in LA, you usually can leave your windows open without a screen on them.
Can you? I would never.
I would never.
I would never.
But
yeah,
you can. There's not a lot of bugs like mosquitoes, and there is now. But back in 2003, I felt like there wasn't a lot of.
I would have to be in such a safe spot, but still, I would never.
Yeah, now that's funny. Now it's changed. But we would leave. We had French doors on our like balcony, and we would leave those open at night because it was a nice breeze.
Sure.
Wow, now that I think about it, I would never do that.
I can't believe you ever did it.
So, well, no, it wasn't. It just didn't it was a lot more safe back in 2003.
Yeah,
maybe. Lot more,
yeah,
felt like a lot more safe. Plus, we were on the top, so you can't get in.
That's crazy, but still as many predators.
Yeah, well, I remember I woke up one morning, I went to go take a banana, and there was like a bite out of it, and I was like, who the fuck?
Oh, shit.
I'm like, Pete, did you bite this banana? He was like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to bite a banana. Like, am I an animal?
I'm not going to bite a banana.
And then I left it out. I went to work. I remember the next morning again, little bite. I'm like, what is going on? And we realized that they were like these little cute little mice that were coming in from the tree in the French doors that were open and taking bites.
Mice
Anyhow,
freaking out. Yeah.
So all of a sudden we wake up to this scream. This woman, oh my God. We run downstairs and she has her cats in her arms. And she said she woke up and her cats were in the bed like, meow, meow. And she went into the kitchen and all of a sudden she sees this huge raccoon because they love cat food. And what they do is it was taking the cat food, dipping it in the water and then eating it. But she said she was like, hey, and it turned around and like looked at her like, what? Like,
I'll be done soon. Go back to bed, Grandma.
And it hissed at her, I guess. And their hisses are like...
They're scary.
Yeah.
I can hear it a mile away, of course.
Yeah.
You can hear in that video.
But it had crawled in through the garden window because she... And that's nuts that she left it open. But she left it open for... Because ours, we had like a big gate on her. Like, anyhow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, we're going to end with a video I saw today that... It leveled me how funny it is. It's I don't maybe it won't be funny to you. It kills me. It's a short video. We're gonna loop it. Okay. And you mentioned little people, and little people are great. I have no problem. Sure.
Just like you and the raccoon, I got chased by one when I was a kid.
Where is this fucker? Where is
Not by one. I'm just saying by a person that was.
Can you see this all right?
Yes.
Okay.
What the heck is happening?
So this guy is probably a little over 2 feet tall. Yeah. He's a dwarf. Really cool looking black dude, dreads, tattoos. And this is him attempting to do a long jump. The concentration. Watch one more time. His lighter flies out of his pocket. I put.
Does he have a shirt on? I can't.
No shirt. No shirt.
Oh, poor little guy. Look at his face.
It fucking.
As long as I think it's okay. As long as like they're
he's in on
laughing
it.
at themselves.
He's in on it.
Right.
But I got. Please go watch this on YouTube. It kills me because he does this like he doesn't have very good.
No,
he doesn't have very good balance, and he like pauses like, okay, here we go, and then his long jump is about I don't know, 4 inches.
Poor thing.
So we'll end with that one. But that made me so happy. And like he has a lighter in his pocket that like flies out of his pocket. It kills me.
I'm just so afraid of what I'll say to people. Like I think that was my fear too. Like I was always afraid that I'd be like.
Did you say you did? If you didn't say this on air, I'll cut it out. But did you pat one on the head?
No, that was it? It was Gina or Shannon.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did they say that on air?
No, it was off air.
Okay, we'll cut that out then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great. On that note, we will end this show. Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Darren, who's not here tonight, for everything. Wonderful. Speaking of Darren, we got a text from Darren Nelson today.
Yes.
He was fired up.
Fired up.
And it sounds like he might be back in LA at some point soon. So hopefully we'll have him in studio. Yeah, I miss that guy. Anything to?
I miss him not paying attention to me.
I don't miss that. That was still so great. Heidi's 10-minute story that was fascinating about UFOs. I don't want to keep going, but did you see the UFO over Vegas? The triangle UFO that was hung out over a strip club for 45 minutes.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see
joke?
that? No, this is real.
No.
I'll show you. I'll show you off air. It's great. It's wild. Multiple videos. It was right above
Recently?
the clouds. Yeah, like 4 nights ago.
Well, you should see my brother-in-law. They had one. I'll show you.
Please.
That was, maybe we can do an episode of it. You should see what they saw. Holy fucking shit.
Where?
In Wisconsin.
Okay.
And then
is it the one that was shooting down the road?
No. What? No.
There was a famous one in Wisconsin. It was a day, like 2 days before the Vegas one. There was these 4 craft, like 4 orby looking things that were like shooting down and back and forth over some main street for
what?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to see those.
Shit's getting crazy.
But I think it was Tucker Carlson. I know that people don't like him, but he had a guy on from Wisconsin talking about it, and my brother-in-law was like, "Damn, he had the best video."
That he took himself. He took himself.
Plus, it was in their backyard. It was above their. They're laying in the hot tub, and they're like, "Holy shit!" And they got their.
I hate Fox News, but they do a lot of alien stuff, which I dig.
They do a lot, and it's amazing because I feel like. Anyhow, we'll talk about it later.
Fine.
But okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for listening. You know what to do. If you're listening, go to YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube page, and let's get Heidi $1,000. If you're on YouTube, subscribe on iTunes. I mean, just help the show out. Comment down in the comment section. Talk to each other. Make friends.
Dan, you got my money.
Dirty.
I love that song.
Keep snapping.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah.
What is that? Who is that?
That's a dirty old bastard.
Oh, good shit.
Rest in peace.
Is he dead?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I know.
Man, what a heartbreak. Thank you guys for listening. Tune in next week. All new episode of
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.